What is up and is going on, guys? Simpzy here and welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 14 QPR career mode season 2. So let's get straight and right into it, guys. In this episode we have two matches, the first of which is against Southampton, and then later on the episode we have a match against Crystal Palace, not to forget that we have the transfer window. Now, if you haven't watched the last episode, I highly recommend you do. Edison Cavani has accepted the contract. Now, I did sell Rémy to Barcelona, the second player to go to Barcelona for above 60 million. We did sell Adel Taarabt as well. So, I made the decision to sign a Cavani. Now, I didn't really rate Charlie Austin as a player. For some reason he was roughly worth around about 10 million, which I think is ridiculous. But to be quite honest, nearly every English player is overrated. But nevertheless, I just insulted all my English viewers, which is everyone, so I'm sorry. But I thought Cavani would be a perfect replacement for Rémy. Like I said, I really did want to try hold on to Rémy and Taarabt as long as possible, but get 120 million from the two from Barcelona is absolutely ridiculous. And especially, Eden Hazard actually went to PSG, which forced the move. So that's interesting. He's gone. He's left Chelsea now. But we do have a match against Southampton. We've got his debut goal. We did have a previous match against Manchester United in the last episode. We ended up drawing 1-1. But I think Cavani is a perfect replacement for Rémy. And I can't wait to see how his QPR career goes. Now, not off to a good start here, giving it to Osvaldo Zut with a horrible clearance to Dutchman, and Southampton really do capitalise on the situation. But now, as I said in the last season, guys, when I was promoted in the Premier League, I was looking for a top 6, a top 8 spot. My main objective was to try get European football, but I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it. Now that we've signed Edison, I think we'll be able to capitalise on that. And look at that fantastic goal in the 24th minute outside the box. Sends an absolute belter at the Southampton goalkeeper. And I celebrated like an absolute mong here because I thought that is the 60 million what we paid for. We actually paid 50 million, but Austin was roughly on about 7 mil. So I do believe we got him on the chip. And I haven't actually played with Edison all that too much. So I did say I have done a PSG career mode, but I didn't get to finish that because in the January transfer window I actually lost the save, or something happened to the Let's Play. But look at that, puts it in the top right, curving away from the Southampton goalkeeper, no fucking chance. And what a goal for Cavani. So I can't wait to play with him. He's going to be a fantastic player. He is the captain at the moment, so hopefully he's worth all his money. Danny Welbeck there doubling back from the chip, but looks like Diego's on the ball and he's feeding him again and nearly makes it his second goal on his debut. But he's running down the wing again. Look how quick he's going just before half time. Can we get another one back to... Yes, we can. Fuck yes, we can. Just before half time to boost up the morale, he scores his second on his debut, which is absolutely fantastic. So I think now with this new signing, I think we can make top 4. That is going to be our main objective. Obviously, the last year's top 4 are playing European football at the moment, and signings we signed a shit ton of free contracts, so we do have the squad depth to rotate in and out. So I reckon we're going to try to get a top 4 spot, and I reckon we could end up in the top 4. Another awesome shot there from the lads, 2-1 against Southampton. We started off really rather shaky. We did bring points against Manchester United to bring it to 1-1, but conceding that early goal, I really thought that could have really put us on an edgy sort of start. But Daniel Agger, the former Liverpool player, the Dutchman, getting up there and scores his goal, puts in the bottom right with a header. So it'll be interesting to see how many headers he scored. But a fantastic sign. We got him for free. So every time one of my free agents scored, my players I did score on a free contract score goal, I'm going to be so happy there. But Edison keeps going again, trying to get his hat-trick on his debut, and he does. Edison Cavani picks up a hat-trick on his debut, which is absolutely fantastic. 3 goals. Awesome stuff. and the train's about to go past my house. So how fantastic is that? Now, I always play a game when the train goes past my house. He's either a cunt or he's a lad. Now, I live in suburbia, and if it goes like more than one beep, because I'm like right in the middle of town, he's a cunt because he's waking everyone up because it's pretty early. It's 4 o'clock in the morning because I decided to do commentaries at 4 o'clock in the morning because I feel it. But this guy only did one. Oh, he's done 2. I think that's a cunt. I think he's a cunt. If he does one more. No, I'm just listening. Sorry. Oh, he's a cunt. He did 3. He tried to interrupt me. Anyway, guys, Danny Welbeck getting up on the score sheet. I do apologise about how unprofessional it is, but I always like playing a game with it. I don't even know if you can hear it. I'm probably just sound like a crackhead. But Danny Welbeck there picking up a header and off the corner to make it 5-1 against Southampton. And Cavani coming into the squad really did I was going to say it revitalised, but it didn't really do that because Rémy was already a very good player that did capitalise on that. But Marco here has an offer from Middlesbrough, and I'm quite happy to accept him. 67 overall. He didn't really play all that well for me, but we did sign him as a free agent, so we did just get under $1 million for his services. So I guess it's better than nothing. But Cavani's transfer was not the only one we got this season. We did actually sign Marco. Oh, is it Marcus or Marco? I can't. Lopez from the Portuguese player. I can't remember his first name. The Portuguese player from Manchester City. We did sign him as well. So basically, we're not really looking for anyone in particular. Hernandez and Enriquez actually got sent out from Manchester United. Obviously, we brought Zut in. Raul Garcia is actually gone on a transfer, which is interesting. But we are at the transfer window here now, and it's going to be very interesting to see if there are any big transfers, because look at that, there's been a lot of big transfers. Obviously Rémy, Cavani and Eden Hazard. Now I just wanted to remind you guys that first match against Southampton is not the only match in today's episode. We do have a match against Crystal Palace coming up later on. I only had one match in the first episode because we had a lot of transfer negotiations. It was really the Danny Welbeck sort of show. But Mario Gomez signed from Fiorentina to Tottenham Hotspur. So they've got another main striker up front next to Soldado. So it's going to be very interesting to see how their season progresses. We've still got some more transfers here with Danny Welbeck, and very much in the same boat as Rémy and Taarabt. If a big transfer comes in for him, I'm happy to sell him, because we've gone from being we've gone from being a championship side to now a side that's going to be fighting for a top 4 spot and trying to get Champions League football. And the biggest transfer I did not see coming, 65 million. Falcao signs for Manchester United. 65 million. Now, if you think 65 million, that's as much as we sold Rémy. So that just shows a comparison. Like, let's be honest, guys. Falcao was a better player than Rémy. And he's younger as well, Falcao. So it really just to show we got an absolute fucking crazy bid from Barcelona, but they think he's worth that much, and it's going to be all the best of luck to Taarabt and Rémy. But this is my youth squad at the moment. We've got some potential candidates here. We've got Alec, who looks alright, Wilshire, and we're actually going to offer a contract to Alec here. And yeah, Mark, we'll just call him Mark Kisnorbo. God, there's some shocking names as in Australia. But we've got a lot of potential in the youth academy, and we only signed a 2-star scout. So if we can get anyone half decent out of there, I'll be really happy. But a couple of my youth players did accept their contracts, so let's have a look at their overalls now, shall we? But before we need to do that, there's one more youth player that wants to go out. I think the best bet when you're signing youth players, they have to be a minimum of 42, and for that to be, in this case, seeing as I signed a 2-star scout, really, if you make a 5-star scout, you want to be wanting to have them around about the 50 sort of mark, because otherwise they're not going to go out on loan and they're not going to get the opportunity to grow. But this guy looks alright. 16 years of age, 6'1", 4-star weak foot, 4-star skills, a 64 overall. So he's already rated, already worth 500,000. So we're going to put him instantly on a short-term loan because no club will want him on a full-term. Mark here. Now he's got an interesting sort of stat. He's got 80 dribbling and 88 ball control. 88 ball control. Pity he's only 5'5" for a centre defensive mid, so you want him a little bit. You want him taller for him to be a centre defensive mid. He might be better on a winger, but that was the only bad stat about him. He's worth 250,000, and we do have a lot more youth players coming in and saying they want contracts. So that's what's going to be basically made up of this part, the next couple of parts of the episode before the match against Crystal Palace. But like I said, we've got a lot of youth. We've got a lot of youth I'm going to bring in, and so that's why I didn't really sign more players like Lopez because we've got so much youth coming through the ranks, and I really want to play him. And obviously, when this was a championship side, the previous manager has his own youth in there. But we'll share 59 overall. He's got some alright sort of stats. We might as well sell him on for a bit of a profit. He's got 72 reactions, but not really as good as Alec having the 4-star week for the 4-star skills. He looks quite promising in the side. But we are going to make a rotation because Sanya has gone down to an 85. We did give him the first half of the series. I was going to really give him to the January transfer window, but I think we're going to have to sell. We're going to have to sell Sanya because he's going down in stats too much. And also my previous centre-back who played out through last season can actually play as a right-back. But Cavani is actually the top goal scorer of the Barclays Premier League, currently on 5 goals, which is absolutely incredible. And we do have a match against Crystal Palace. He did pick up another 2 goals in the simulation match. But we're going to be going with the stripy red kits. I'm not too sure if I'm much of a fan of the QPR sort of kits. I don't really like stripes. I think that's my thing. But the kit looks alright. The colours, the black and the red, the blue and the white. I'm not really too sure of the Australian green and gold. But a free kick here for Crystal Palace's way, which we did give them early on. They get a header pretty early on, and luckily the ball just hits the post. Zut really wasn't covering, but Cavani trying to get another goal to his already goal reputation. He's getting known for it now in the Premier League, which is interesting, and I can't wait to see how he does. Just look at him skipping past the Crystal Palace defense, and that would have been a spectacular goal. There's some really fine dribbling, but unfortunately he couldn't capitalise. But he's on the ball again, Edison Cavani, and it was that was a wayward shot, but it's only going to be a matter of time before he scores. But it's going to be Junior Hoilett. No, it's not. He hit the post. I've been really unlucky this first half. We were dominating Crystal Palace. We did have some shots early on, but we do manage to get a free kick here just before half time, which is always the best time to score. And I'm going to give Cavani the free kick. So here we go. Is he worth it? Is he going to make another goal for the club? He's going to put it straight. I'm going to put it straight down the middle. And the goalkeeper does not save it. 1-0 against Crystal Palace. A well-deserved goal. But yeah, it was a well-deserved goal. We had a lot of chances, and it was basically coming. Crystal Palace had no chance. Well, they only had one chance pretty early on with the shot coming off the header and in the post. Zut was luckily just not covering it. So if it went in, it probably would have been deservedly from Crystal Palace. But Cavani trying to find Danny Welbeck, who's had he's had a quiet start to the season. He has picked up a goal here and there, but Edison Cavani trying to pick up his second for the match. He is just such a good player to play with. But unfortunately, just before the 64th minute, we do manage to concede. But Danny Welbeck here, I did actually shun him just then. Is he going to pick up another goal? And his shot goes well wide. And I don't know what it is with Danny Welbeck. He has this ability to miss shots so badly. He either has a fantastic foot on him, or it's just going absolutely everywhere, which we might need to replace later on. But there are a lot of clubs looking for him. But he's got his fantastic heading. So we did bring on some other players. Alec there, coming off the bench, the young Australian who we just recently brought up from the youth ranks, has a shot on target. And who would have thought that Alec would have picked up his debut goal to win the match in the 90th minute? That's why we always give youth a chance at Crystal Palace. And I really am going to play with the youth a lot more because he really did save the match for that. Look at this. Nice through ball, and he absolutely seals the deal. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skills. 16 years of age, and he wins the match against Crystal Palace. We did dominate them. Most of our shots were deflected, which was unlucky, but he really does take the opportunity well. I think his name's like Kantoferik, I don't know. That's why I call him Alec. I just call it by his first name because I can pronounce that, and you guys know what I'm talking about. Made me look like a dick. But we're coming to the end of the episode here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you watched all the way through, I really do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like on this video to support my channel. And make sure to go out and have a fantastic rest of your day after you've watched this. So, guys, thank you very much. And Daniel Agger says thanks, boss, as well.